Hello.
Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. On that day when the sky fell away, our world came to an end. In our eyes did a fading sunrise in the dark, glimmering shadows. Silence grows in the spaces between, stretching out beyond time. Rising up as a chorus of souls finds a voice, flickering through the void. These little sparks cling on to life, everyone caught in this struggle. And then the storms of change, they fan the flames, scattering ashes to the wind. Every soul contains a whisper of light, gleaming faintly as it dwindles from sight. No escape, no greater fate to be made. In the end, the chains of time will not break. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant sparks call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Light will guide you on your way to the ultimate fight.
Being a passenger engine, Emily never took much notice of the goods yard. Each morning, she'd bring her coaches to the station, then puff off with passengers in tow. Today, however, she was quite emotions. Airy, the ironworks diesel, was driving trucks of scrap back.
Go on, get moving.
The trucks were cross. They slipped on their brakes, and Airy came to a halt. Brrr, he growled. They come quietly with a gentler touch, Emily advised, trying to be helpful.
Pa, I'm not taking tips for an antique like you. I bet you never even much as coupled to a truck.
I'm a passenger engine, said Emily, but
Ha! You look like more of a petty farmer than a passenger engine. Just you trundle off with those things you call coaches and leave the real work to real engines.
Harry dragged the screeching trucks away. Emily was furious. I'd like to show that diesel a thing or two, she scowled. If only I could. Oh, yes, that's exactly what I'll do. The next morning, Emily arrived early at the yards. Scrap trucks were scattered around the sidings. She gently buffered up to one. What?
Hey, what are you doing? You're not our engine.
I saw how that diesel treated you yesterday, smiled Emily. And I thought you'd like to know how real engines take care of trucks. Emily pushed the truck gently forward. It was quite taken aback and stayed silent. She brought it carefully to a halt, its buffers just nudging those of the truck behind it. "Right then," said Emily, "let's get the rest of you sorted." Now, Emily isn't as strong as the other engines. The trucks were loaded with heavy rusted steel, and she had to work hard to get them moving. At last, tired but pleased, Emily had the train ready. When Harry arrived, he was speechless. "A gentler touch seemed to do this time. But what do I know? I'm not a real engine." Harry was furious. He banged into the trucks as he backed down. "Who's this horrid boiling thing?" they cried. "We want Emily." Harry ignored them, but the next few days were awful. The trucks gave him more trouble than ever.
Emily,
He only wanted to
Emily,
be pulled and shunted by Emily. It didn't take long for Harry to hatch a scheme of his own.
And that's why I have to use special coal. Because I'm not fire. It'll work for a while.
I was wrong. You are a proper engine, and I have much to learn.
Emily smiled triumphantly.
Do you think you can take these trucks to the smelters? They don't like me anymore. They like your little army.
"Of course," smirked Emily. "I'll show you how to handle them." Perhaps if Emily hadn't been so conceited, she might have remembered she wasn't built for goods trains. The trucks were...
You think it's just a trick?
Most likely.
The trucks were pleased to see her. And when the guard's whistle blew, she tried to move forwards. Her big wheels had trouble gripping the rails, and the trucks were heavier than ever. At last, she began to move slowly out of it. On the main line, Emily was not enjoying herself. It was hard work to keep the train moving. The trucks were behaving well, and even began to sing. "Emily's Army here to stay! Emily's Army on our way!" This made Emily smile, and she puffed determinedly onward. Just when she thought... becoming easier, the line started to slope downwards. She felt the weight of the trucks on her buffers, and the train picked up speed. "Ooh!" she cried. "Stop! Stop!" she wailed. And that's when it happened. "Hold back! Hold back!" called the trucks. At last, the line grew level and the train came to a halt. The driver inspected Emily. "A valiant effort, old girl," he said, "but that was too much for your brakes. I'm afraid we'll have to call for help." Soon, Boko arrived. The fat controller came to see her. "Emily, I know you're eager to be useful, but you should have known a train like that was beyond your capabilities." "I'm sorry, sir," she sighed. "I just wanted to show that area a thing or two." "The yard manager told me all about that," smiled the fat controller. "He was quite impressed with your shunting. You may not be able to pull heavy trains, but I know how your expertise can be put to good use." When Emily returned from the works, she felt better than ever. Her brakes were stronger, and her brass shone brightly in the sun. The passengers were thrilled to have her back, and even the trucks cheered when they saw her. And Very? Well, Emily did show him a thing or two. The Fat Controller made sure of it. He was confined to the yards under orders not to leave until he learned Emily's ways of shunting. Needless to say, the topic of real engines never